This is a case suggestion that came to me from our Instagram, and I wanted to help get this information out there for this poor woman's unsolved murder. This is Jessica McCormack, and she disappeared under suspicious circumstances in July of 2019. Jessica was the mother of 3 young daughters and the stepmother to one of her husband's children, and her husband was the father of her youngest daughter. This man, who goes by the name Tito, and Jessica were married, not legally, but I saw an article that said they were married through the Muslim faith. However, their relationship was reportedly tumultuous, and Jessica told people that if something bad happened to her, it was because Tito was likely responsible. Jessica had been dealing with some sobriety and her domestic violence issues, but she had plans to relocate and start fresh. She lived in Noel, Missouri, and she was planning on moving to St. Louis. July 14th, 2019 was the last day that Jessica was seen alive. Friends grew worried when they couldn't get in touch with her, and on July 15th, 2019, a wellness check and DHS were called to Jessica's apartment due to fighting heard in the apartment and concern of her friends. However, nobody answered the door despite people being heard moving around inside. On July 16th, 2 days after Jessica was last seen, she made a 911 call that Tito was threatening to kill her with a knife. It was very early in the hours of July 16th. Police did show up after the 911 call. However, discrepancies were made of who was dispatched, whether or not contact with Jessica was made, and who was at the apartment when police were on scene. On July 17th, a friend named Kendra Baker called and talked to a police officer and said that she wanted to file a missing persons report because she could not get in touch with Jessica. The police officer she spoke to said he would call her back, but he never did. Very sadly, 13 days later, Jessica's body was found. Her body was found in a suitcase on the side of Highway 59 in Noel, Missouri. An exact cause of death has never been released, but it is clear that she is a victim of homicide. People don't put themselves inside of suitcases. And then police could not find her children anywhere, and at that point an Amber Alert was issued. The public was told to be on the lookout for Tito and the kids. On August 8th, 2019, the children were found safe in Des Moines, Iowa at the home of one of Tito's former co-workers. The former co-worker told police that Tito had arrived at her house on August 5th with the children. However, on the morning of August 8th, the woman found a note from Tito stating that he could not care for the children. A warrant was issued for Tito's arrest. He was being charged with kidnapping Jessica's older daughter because he had taken her across state lines without her father's permission. But Tito was on the run, and they could not arrest him for 2 full years. He was finally located in Guatemala during the summer of 2021. He was extradited back to the United States, where he was formally charged with kidnapping, and those charges are still pending. And there have never been any arrests for the murder of Jessica McCormack. Many believe that Tito is responsible for her death, but her case is considered unsolved.